Hello, beautiful and beloved ones. This is Lorelei from the Tightrope to 5D, and welcome, or welcome back as the case may be, and Merry Christmas! We're so close. If you don't know about that title, by the way, stick around to the end. I'm going to give you a special message about this historic shift from third dimensional consciousness to fifth dimensional consciousness. Never happened before for a whole planet. But first, we're going to take a look at Dimassenopati, What's Up? I don't think I know this song, but let's go. Here we go. Okay, before he starts, I have to say, this place where they record is so wonderful. I don't know if that's somebody's house or some vacation shack. It looks fabulous. I bet you could walk right out the door and be in the woods. It looks like just exactly the kind of place I'd like to go to. Let's go back a little bit. Oh, by the way, don't forget, friends, I now have some tiers, membership tiers, different things that I'm doing in each tier. So take a look at the video about that. I've been furiously posting content for you, so check it out. Here we go.
"25 years in life is still trying to get out that red big hill of hope for a destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this brotherhood of men, for whatever that means. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed, just get it all out what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from top of my lungs, what's going on?
So I know I do know this song. Yes, I do know this song. Sometimes I know the song, but I don't know the words to it. But I'm sure that he's about to go into not afraid. He's going to do some great stuff. I'm sure he's about to go into it. So I just wanted to stop it for a minute and, give a comment, right? If you know anything, by the way, about this, first of all, if you know anything about this place where he's at, because it's so wonderful. I just love that. And also, I really don't know what the song is about because I don't think I've heard the words to it. I've just sort of heard it as a, peripheral thing, never really listened careful. So it's hard for me to understand it with him chatting away. So give me a comment about what the song is about. Maybe I'll catch it also as I go a little bit more, but, and by the way, don't forget to like my video and like his video afterwards. It's always in the notes, and subscribe. Here we go.
And I say, I said, hey, what's going on? And I say, I said, hey, what's going on? This institution, and I pray, oh my God, do I pray a single day for evolution. And so I cry sometime when I'm lying in bed, just get it all out what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from top of my lungs, what's going on?
Okay. I'm getting sort of a little bit of an idea of it, is that he feels like I don't think he's in a real institution, but he kind of feels like life is an institution. And I missed the first phrase he said as to exactly what his situation is, which you can comment about, but so that's his experience of life. By the way, I think this guy, literally, he's one of those people that just came out of the womb singing. He just loves to sing so much, and he just sings so well, and he's just so involved every minute. Let's continue.
And I say, ah, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I say, ah, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I say, ah, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I say, ah, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on?
I love the way he does that. I love the way he just makes it his own, and he just he puts every bit of his energy into the singing of you can just see his whole, every bit of him, just letting it go, letting it out. There's some singers, I really want them to let it out like he does. Let's go back a little bit and see that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I say, ah, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I say, ah, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on?
That's beautiful too, isn't it? Let's go back and see that again. I know it's still not done, but let's go back to the very beginning of that. It's so pretty, isn't it?
25 years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I just got it at the end. Oh, okay. 25 years and my life is still trying to get up that big hill, great big hill of hope for a destination. First of all, he did a wonderful job. Wonderful job. Always does. Never disappoints. This guy never disappoints. But, I'm just thinking about, he's 25 years old and he feels like it's been so long trying to chug his way up some hill to get some hope to a destination. Wow. Maybe it's 25 years he's been working. No, it must be 25 years old. Put it in the comments because he's so young. He's so young to be sort of resigned and cynical. If that's the case, if he actually is 25 years old, I think that's what it means. So you can put that in the comment for me. Oh my goodness. But I mean, life can feel that way, whether you're young or you're old or whatever. It can just feel like you're slugging away in some job somewhere. It's not something you really love, and you just want to like a breath of fresh air, for something new to come in. That's kind of the experience I get of this song. So what a great song he did. Oh my goodness. Let's put it on our scale though. 1 being very third dimensional, fear, pain, sadness, anger, frustration, the lack of hope and all that's living there. And 10 being very fifth dimensional, love, peace, joy, bliss, fun, ease. It is a bit more on the third dimensional side, this one, because it talks about having a lack of hope or a lack of freedom. It's almost like, but it wants to break out of that freedom, like go outside and just say, what's going on? And start singing at the top of your lungs, so it's kind of treading in that direction, wanting to break out into freedom, which I think a lot of people can understand that. I know I can. So I would go with, for this one, maybe like a 7 on the 1 to 10 scale of how much it pulls you toward 5D and 5D consciousness. And that's not about how great he did it. I know you fans, he's awesome. He would be off the 1 to 10 scale altogether if I said how great he did it. But we're just talking about how much the song just sort of pulled us in that direction. So that's what that's about. By the way, friends, if you'd like to know a little bit about me, you can go to the About Me video on this channel, which leads you to a little longer video about what I call my forged in the fire of third dimension journey here in this life. And do look at that video, please, because if it's helpful if it gets more views, because then the ones after it, YouTube will sort of push them out more. And that's what happens when videos don't get views. The next one suffers from it. But so, and then you can also go to the link here if you want to know a little bit about the things I've created, the link about Lorelei on Patreon. So that's good too. And I just want to also thank you who have supported me by buying me a coffee or by the super thanks or by going to my website, my Patreon page. It really makes a big difference to me. And if any of you would like to support me in that way and just show a little love, please, by all means, I'm super appreciative. Okay, let us get to our 5D message. How long will it be before the Earth and its people are fully in 5D? How long is it going to be before... I can't read my own handwriting. That's pretty bad, huh? I got A's in everything when I was young in school, except, handwriting was always... There was like an S satisfactory and N for non. So I always got the N for handwriting and S for everything else, But so how long is it going to be before we are fully in the planet and its peoples are fully in 5D? And this is a question I have been pondering myself as well. And, usually when you go out to the higher beings and you ask them, how long will it be? How long will it be? It occurs to them like, okay, we're just a bunch of little kids. Like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Because to them, it's like such a blink of an eye. The ascended masters and all of them, it's a blink of an eye in their world, and to us, it's like such a long time where we are kind of like those impatient children. It feels like it's forever and a day. Now, when I first started finding out about this stuff along about 2013, I didn't learn it all at once by any stretch of the imagination, but I was learning that there was a big change going to be happening. And, at that time, I was hearing the idea of like around the year of 2035, I think it was, could have been 2032, but 2035 or 2032. So I was oh my goodness, at that time, I was like, oh my goodness, that's forever and a day. We're never going to make it, And now here we are at 2025, almost 2026. So from that deadline, let's say it's 2035, let's say it is, that's only 9 years. Now, is it possible even that we could get all that done in 9 years? Or was this even legitimate what I once heard, which was on some video, which was, I thought, from a higher kind of consciousness coming to us. Was it even legitimate? Was it even true? Who knows, right? Because as we now understand it, this is a whole fluctuating thing. It's like there may be a concept or an idea by the white hats and the ascended beings that are supporting them that this is about approximately when we want to do it, be it 2035 or 2030 or 2040 or whatever. There may be an understanding and a concept of that's approximately when, but the whole thing is fluid and an ever-changing thing based on our consciousness, based on what we're doing. So if we make a great leap forward, let's pretend it is 2035. Who knows? Maybe it could be the majority of people in 2030. Or if we're falling way back, right, and we're not making that great leap forward as quickly as expected, who knows? It could be 2045. Who knows, right? But the important thing to remember is that it is happening. We have passed the point of no return. Our consciousness is at such a level that there's just no way it's going to fall back so far that it's not going to happen at all. So, and you say to yourself, well, 9 years? I mean, how could that even be possible to clean up the muck and the mire and the mess that's out there in that little bit of time, 9 years? And I can tell you this, you won't believe what a shift in consciousness can do, like to have massive changes seemingly overnight. See, all it takes is that sort of pivotal shift in consciousness. And these changes are going to be happening like doom, 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 like on what we're doing and how we're doing it, how we're taking care of people, how abundance is raising, how health is raising. The med beds alone, everybody will suddenly be healthy once they come out. Once those quantum med beds, those quantum healing technology comes out, everyone is suddenly healthy. And I did another video, so you can look in my notes. You can look to see the recent ones, what the messages are if you want to hear a little bit more about how it actually happens that our consciousness shifts. But take it from me when I tell you this can happen pretty darn quickly. And exactly how quickly is kind of up for grabs. And it's also up to us. How quickly are we going to jump on board with the understanding that it is happening? And I don't mean just individuals, but greater portions of the population. How quickly will they jump on board? How quickly will they start to clean up whatever messes they have in their personal life or whatever messes they see that need to be cleaned up in the societies and politics and all of that? That's really what it's going to kind of depend on. But there are, as we understand it, 3 waves. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again, 3 waves. So the first wave will go at some point, a few years later or whatever, the second wave will go. And then a few years later, the third wave will go. So that right there, that if it was a 3 years in between, which I don't know, it could be a year, it could be 2, could be 5, I don't know. But if it was 3 years in between, that means somebody's gone pretty quick if it was 2035, right? So who knows? It's so hard to tell. But we do know that by cosmic time, it's a blink of an eye. And by our time, we're like the kids in the backseat. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? When I do go, by the way, and move up in consciousness, you won't actually be able to see the people who are in third dimension. Can't really see the higher dimensional beings once they move up in consciousness. So if these videos sort of stop abruptly, you know why. That was pretty much the only reason they'd stop abruptly, because I really love doing this channel. And you can go back and really get serious about looking at everything that I did then at that point, right? No kidding. Okay, beloved ones. I'm sending you all that beautiful fifth dimensional energy, the love, the peace, the joy, the bliss, the fun, the play, the ease, sending it all to you and that beautiful ability to just bring forth the life you love and the entire world that you love. Sending it to you now. Namaste. I honor the God in you.